Where did the idea for S.Y.STEM Coalition come from? Hunger.
It all started with a girl in a soup kitchen.
There were children and they had ripped clothing, no shoes on, and it was obvious that they hadn't showered in days. And at that point I realized that though what we were doing there was extremely important, it was just a band-aid. What would it be like if we could give these children an opportunity to pull themselves out of poverty?
My favorite thing about S.Y.STEM is that it's fun. You get to act like a kid and go out and work on these projects, making liquid nitrogen ice cream. You're sort of sparking that old flame that you had for engineering. It's like, oh yeah, that's why I loved going into engineering.
My favorite thing about S.Y.STEM is seeing the influence we have on kids. At our science day, we have all these young kids who normally it would be really hard to get their attention. There were a lot of families there, and usually the older sibling would be able to get the science concept more easily than the younger sibling, but there was this one younger sibling who was looking everywhere else except for what I was trying to show him. And I repeated everything I said until he was finally like, oh, okay, that's why the egg floats. Okay, I get it now. And he thought it was really cool and not something really boring, which is what he thought at first.
My favorite thing about S.Y.STEM has to be being able to work with the kids. They have a chance to get scholarships from raising money, which is amazing.
My favorite thing about S.Y.STEM is that we are able to not only give it back to the community, but have the community be involved with us, whether it's with Junior Shark Tank, site visits, any donations, or volunteers for our annual gala. It's a great way that we're trying to grow Tucson.
S.Y.STEM helps reinforce that passion of why you got involved in the career that you did, and it really shows kids that STEM is everywhere. Science doesn't necessarily have to be in a lab, it can be out in a grocery store, hospital.
My favorite thing about S.Y.STEM Coalition is the ability to meet with business leaders in Tucson. And I was able to do that through Junior Shark Tank.
My favorite thing about S.Y.STEM is really the amount of involvement that we have with the local industries and businesses here in Tucson.
Hi, I'm Mitch Pisak, President and CEO of TM International. We've been here for 26 years, I have about 120 employees, and among other products, we're the world's largest manufacturer of temporary tattoos. I personally have gotten very involved with S.Y.STEM. In fact, I'm even on the board. The reason for that is I think they do a wonderful job in two ways. One, they help kids get involved with STEM, which is really key to our building up the Tucson and Southern Arizona business community. And in addition to that, it's also a great opportunity working with young professionals here. They help to guide the kids. They help in tours of different facilities that we have here, looking at both manufacturing companies like ours, also in science and aerospace and technology and so on. So it's really a great way to bring together both the students and also the young professionals.
The main difficulty of being a nonprofit run entirely by volunteers is that we don't have the manpower for our events, and it would be great to have more volunteers help out.
We have a lot of different programs, and we even have some that haven't started up yet. Site visits.
Site visits are like field trips on steroids. Students learn about different companies here in town, different science, engineering, technology companies, and companies that do other things since STEM is all around us. They get to go into these sites and learn about what different people in these different organizations do to hopefully see themselves there someday.
Robotics camps.
The robotics camps that we're doing are really, really amazing. This one was designed by a really brilliant engineer here in town. It's designed the way that engineers design things. It's like we found the parts. We're going to teach these students how to put it together. They're going to get an introduction to the actual mechanical design and the thought process that went behind it. They're going to get an introduction to the electrical design. They're going to get an introduction to programming. They're going to see all these different facets.
We absolutely need people to volunteer to help teach.
And Junior Shark Tank.
So Junior Shark Tank interfaces kids with businesses and business leaders in Tucson. We put them through an engineering problem and they solve it like we would do in the business world. the same way that we would solve any other engineering problems. Junior Shark Tank, we need mentors and judges.
We also need volunteers for our masquerade gala.
We're having a masquerade that's coming up. It's our annual gala. We are getting different restaurants in the community to donate food. We're getting different distilleries and breweries and wineries to donate alcohol. We're getting volunteers, as much community involvement as possible.
We're hoping that through SYSTEM, we can help kids get excited about the industry here and become the leaders of Tucson.
So we're just trying to get students excited about what's going on in their backyards. There's all these amazing companies here in Tucson, and just bringing awareness to all the different things that they could be a part of and that they might love doing someday when they grow up.